day 2 of Week of Prayer.
Today we're continuing our theme of faithfulness.
Our Bible verse for today is found in 1 Corinthians 10:13. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. It's game time! Mrs. Heggeson, what's one of your favorites?
I think it's that game called What Is It?
I love that game!
Are you guys ready to play?
Let's go!
Now it's time for our high school campus ministries feature.
I wonder if you know. Pastor Lamar, who is it?
Hey, welcome back to another RAA Campus Ministries Live. And yeah, I promised you an awesome special guest for today. Did any of you guess it? Turn to your neighbor right now and see if you can guess which high school students, one of my top students, it's a fan favorite. I'll tell you right now, it's a male student. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's a varsity athlete. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Playing in multiple sports over multiple years. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Who do you think it is? Oh, anyone guess it? It's Kobe! Yay. Kobe, welcome into Campus Ministries Live. Thanks so much for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, like I talked to when we were back in the green room, we're just trying to get into the lives of some of our high school students and kind of see what they're about. Our theme this week is faith and faithfulness. And so before we get into the heavy-hitting questions, Kobe, I want you to tell me, how long have you been a student here at Redlands Adventist Academy?
I've been here since 4th grade, so what is that, 8 years?
Woo-wee! That's a long time. In all those years, what's one of the top memories that you have being a student here at Redlands Adventist Academy?
Football tournaments for sure, music tours, any big event like that is one of my favorite memories.
Okay, cool. What about when you were younger? Anything from the elementary that just comes back to your mind when you were an elementary student here in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade? Anything?
Yeah, Yosemite trip and Catalina trips. Those were awesome.
Yeah, I can bet that those were a great time. And I hope we're going to be getting back to some of those trips and some of those outings real soon. Kobe, should we get into the nitty-gritty of faith? Should we get into it?
Sure.
All right. First question. What has faith meant to you? What is faith, or what does faith, what does it mean to you, Kobe?
So I think faith is knowing that the situation that you're in is God's plan, whether or not you, because when you're wishing for something to happen, you want God to put you in the best situation that you think that you need.
Mm-hmm.
But I think faith is knowing that God has the plan for you in your situation, no matter if it's good or bad.
Ooh, he's got a plan for you throughout that situation. Whether something bad is happening to you right now or not, he's got a plan to see you through it. Oh, I like that, Cole. Thank you so much. Next question. When was a time in your life when you had faith?
I think over quarantine, when we were all at home, wanting to be back, and then I was wanting to come back and see my friends and play sports and stuff, and I didn't think I was going to be able to. But I just realized that whatever happened would happen because it was in God's plan. And it turned out well. We came back and now we're in some sports too, so that was when I had faith, just knowing that God had the plan, and no matter what happened, it would just be what was right.
Yeah, even though it was kind of a tough situation, you were getting really lonely at home, wanting to get back into sports, getting back into the games, and it kind of seemed like, man, this is the pits. Maybe we're not going to make it. Maybe we're not going to be back. Maybe my whole senior year is going to be at home.
I was pretty sure that we were just going to be at home.
Yeah. But then, you kept putting your faith in, and then the reward of your faith is being able to get into some games and some sports. I want to say even tomorrow night, you have our first home basketball game tomorrow night here at RA.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. How about this? When was God faithful to you? That's when you put your faith in God. But has God ever really blessed you or been faithful to you?
I would say just putting the people in my life that are blessing to me, like all my friends, my family, spiritual leaders as well.
Yeah.
I would say that's a big blessing that God that He's been faithful to me in. Also, I would say me putting my faith in wanting to come back to school and play sports and stuff. That was also when God was faithful to me, because now this is where we're at. So I would say that's one too.
Yeah. So you put your faith in Him, and He rewarded that, put His faith back in you, and put some blessings back on you.
Yeah.
Hey, here's our last question for today. Why should these elementary students? Why should they put their faith in Jesus? And what does it even look like for an elementary student to put their faith in God, Cole?
I think as an elementary student, you look up into the rest of your school years, and you think that's just so long away. It'll be years and years before you have to start thinking about your future and stuff. And I think that it can get kind of stressful when you start to think about everything that's ahead. But I guess something that you can have faith with is knowing that you need to just follow what God has in plan for your life now, and to know that your future is taken care of when you trust in God. And if you just make all the right decisions, just follow God, try not to get into much trouble or anything, then you'll probably be good. Yeah,
I like that, Cope. Sounds like what you're basically saying here is, they have a long life ahead of them, and sometimes that future, even for a kid like you, a senior, future is a little bit unknown, a little bit scary, right? And they have even more future ahead than you do, and it can be a little bit scary. But you're telling them to, even though they're maybe afraid of what that future might be, keep walking every day as if God's got your back. Is that what you're saying there, Cope?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I kind of got from that. And man, I really appreciate you sharing with us here in Campus Ministries Live. And I know that these kids in their classrooms and at home are really appreciative of you coming in and spending the time with us as well. So thank you so much for being on our show.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, well, there you have it. Hey, tomorrow I've got another special guest coming to you from Redlands Adventist Academy High School to share with you here on Campus Ministries Live. I bet you can't guess who it's going to be. I bet you can't. Tell your neighbor right now, out loud, who you think it's going to be. Name a high school student. That you'll find out tomorrow. Goodbye.
We hope you guys enjoyed today's chapel. We are looking forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our theme of faithfulness.
I wonder what fun activities we'll have then. See you tomorrow.